Far beyond the waking mainland, where the sea turned deep and clear, there lived a little island that never hurried years. Palm leaves rode upon the wind, the shoreline curved in white. Morning stepped ashore barefoot, carrying baskets full of light. Stay a while, even the waves forget to rush. Out here, meet me on the island that waited for tide, where the ocean remembered our names, where every sunrise builds a bridge out of gold across the waves. If tomorrow sails beyond us, let it drift where it may. Love is already anchored us in this quiet bay.
Le bangun le.
Inside the palms of our hands, you laugh beneath the leaning palms. The sea answer with foam. I finally understood some places don't become home. They remind you, you already found it. No crowded shore, no restless breeze, only soul, sky and peace.
Nggak ada yang hunting tapi. Datang Juk.
Far beyond the restless harbor, where the sea kissed weathered stone. A lighthouse kept its lonely vigil, never leaving sailors alone. His lantern carved the dark in circles, turning fear into a shore.
Serius lu le? Udah clear.
Simply believed in morning, through every storm, through every tide. It kept the night lost upside the weathered rail. Watching constellations turn, I realize love isn't fire, it's the light that keeps burning. No applause, no reward, just faithfulness until dawn. Light up. Never chases the ships, it trusts that the light is enough. Maybe love was never meant to convince, maybe it was meant to remain.
Ke epek katanya dia.
Tomorrow brings another storm, I'll still be standing, shining, waiting, because love knows the way. Morning reached the shore. The lighthouse never stopped believing.
Buset dah.
Night arrived in perfect silence. Velvet canvas stretched so wide.
Buset dah.
Emerald and violet began to dance across the sky. The lake received each
Makan nasi kuning sambil nonton memek ya.
holding heaven in its face. Even the mountains bow their heads. As if they understood their place. Don't blink, some miracles only visit for a moment. The northern lights from the lake, and the water learned to dream. Every color across the darkness, like a long forgotten hymn. If tomorrow forgets this evening, my heart never will. Someone just choose the sky, others choose to stay within. The pine stood dressed in midnight, the shadow stitched into the shore. Lone caught once across the water, then the silence answered more. You looked up with eyes wide open, the colors resting in your gaze. I couldn't tell if the sky was reflecting you, or you were reflecting a sky. No rushing clouds, no spoken words, just wonder breathing. The northern lights never stayed in one place. That's what makes them precious. Maybe love isn't rare because it lasts forever. Maybe it's rare because for one moment it shows us a version of ourselves. We'll speak
BS.
The colors faded. The wonder never did. The world was dressed in quiet white. Every rooftop hushed below. The trees held up their crystal branches, catching pieces of the snow. Our footprints crossed an empty field, the only story in the wild. Behind us when it slowly erased them, as if to keep them safe. Nothing lasts, not even footprints. But some journeys never disappear. The snow never knew our names, yet it welcomed every step. Every flake became a promise, every silence something kept. If tomorrow covers yesterday, let it fall. Love is never needed to leave a mark, to be real. The cabin breathed a ribbon of smoke, climbing through the frozen air. The river slept beneath the ice, dreaming of another spring. You reached inside your pocket, your hand quietly finding mine. The cold forgot its purpose for a little while. No racing wind, no hurried sky, just two warm hearts inside the winter. Snow never asked if the trees to bloom and trust the spring. Already knows the way back. Maybe fate looks exactly like that, holding beauty even in seasons that appear empty. Snow never knew our names, but it remembered how we smiled. Every winter since that morning has carried a gentle light. If the years cover every memory, my heart will still uncover the warmth you left inside me. The snow melted, the morning stayed forever.
Jun, aura Jun. Ngocok terus lu ya. Anjir, kau udah kayak pro player FPS tampilin di endgame. Ah, tai, kagak bro. Gila tangannya dong, ujungnya ini bang.
Every stone, every grain of sand is lifted in the morning light.
Lagi malas men ke muka men.
Even the cliffs were quiet smiles, wrapped in silver grace. Come closer, someone this can only be heard with your heart. Meet me where the waterfall keeps no secrets, where every drop remembers the sky.
Tai lu ya Bang Zata. Muke lu.
Is another way to fly. If tomorrow asks where hope begins, I'll point to this cascade, because the bravest things in life are never afraid to fall. Ferns gathered at the water's edge, drinking diamonds from the air. A rainbow rested in the mist, as if it lived forever there. You stood beneath the drifting spray, the sunlight caught your face. For one impossible moment, the whole valley glowed with your name. No borrowed light, no borrowed song, only the earth singing alone. A waterfall never fears the edge, because it knows a river is waiting below. Maybe love feels exactly like that, trust in the unknown, because your heart already knows who's there to catch it. Meet me where the waterfall keeps no secrets, where every echo becomes a prayer, where every rushing current teaches that beauty lives in surrender. If the years carry us downstream, may we still remember the place where courage first sounded like water. The waterfall never held back. That's why the valley bloomed. Old oak spread his patient arms, casting circles on the ground. Afternoon slipped through every branch without making a sound. A narrow path of scattered leaves, curved where no one seemed to know. Some places aren't discovered. They
Bukan si Jukinya.
call you home, sit with me. The trees have been saving this silence for us. Meet me where the shadows rest, where the sunlight lingers too, where every breeze slows down enough to carry whispers back to you. Leave your worries with the branches, let the roots hold what they can. If peace has ever found a shape, it's this place, hand in hand. The creek hummed over polished stones, a melody older than time. The ferns lean close beside the water, listening to his rhyme. You smile beneath the canopy, light dancing in your eyes. Even the shade became brighter the moment you arrived. No, no perfect weather, no perfect plan, just the earth and where we stand. Shadows aren't always something to escape. Sometimes they're simply
Res juk. Pada AFK ya itu ya.
Will still remember the quiet place where two hearts learned how to be still. The sun slipped through the branches, the silence stayed. Can't open like a story. Pages carved in shades of stone. Every wall carried the fingerprints of centuries unknown. Morning wandered through the silence, pouring amber down the cliffs. Even the echoes walk more softly as the daylight found its grip. Wait a little, someone just be quiet. The canyon held the sun long before it.
Jelas satu le.
Every beam became a ribbon falling from the heights. If tomorrow steals the daylight, if the shadows start to run, I'll remember where the morning first learned how to shine.
Sedih merumus. Kan cosplay itu sel. POV. The whole horizon seemed to glow. I couldn't tell if it was sunrise or your soul. No hurried step, no louder voice, just one heartbeat echoing forever. The canyon was never shaped by force alone. It became beautiful because water stayed faithful for thousands of years. Maybe love isn't measured by grand gestures, but by quieted devotion that keeps returning until even stone learns how to. The canyon held the sun, and my heart held on to you. Every echo became a promise, every silence carried truth. If the years carved through our lives, may they leave us like these cliffs, stronger, gentler,
cliffs rose out of quiet stone, guarding centuries of tide. Below the ocean hummed its anthem, where endless blue and echoes
Jun.
hide. Sea grass bent beneath the salt wind, ghosts glided through the amber air. The evening gathered at the edge as if the world was ending there. Stand beside me, some views aren't meant to be seen alone. Meet me on the cliff where the ocean sang, where the wind remembered every wave, where the horizon carried whispers too beautiful for words to say. If tomorrow calls the tide away, the song will still remain. Some melodies are written into the soul of a place. The foam reached up like folded lace, then slipped back into the blue. The rocks held fast through every season, patient as the truth. You close your eyes to hear the water, I close mine to hear your heart. For one impossible moment, they sounded just alike. No borrowed peace, no perfect sky, just the sea teaching us to listen.
Jauhan ya?
Never answer
Arah.
the ocean, they simply stand there year after year, receiving every wave. Maybe love isn't always found in what we say, maybe it's found in staying long enough to become someone's safe place. Meet me on the cliff where the ocean sang, where every sunset bowed its head, where every crashing wave reminded us that even power can be gentle. If the years wear down these stones, may they leave our hearts just as faithful and even more beautiful. The ocean kept singing long after we walked away.
Apanya?
Domes rolled into forever.
Arjun, AFK Jun.
Golden waves without
Yah,
sea.
Hadesnya tidur, Cok.
Wind erased the past behind us, leaving only you and me. The evening poured its final amber across the endless open sands. Even the silence felt ancient, like it remembered every hand. Don't be afraid. Some places speak by saying nothing at all. The desert kept the stars long before the night arrived. Every grain of sand held echoes of forgotten skies. If tomorrow hides the footprints, let the wind decide. The truest journeys are the ones we carry inside. The moon climbed over distant ridges, silver spilling through the dunes. A lone acacia stood fit between our hands. No rushing rivers, no crowded trees, only open skies and open heart. The desert never apologizes for its emptiness, because it knows what looks empty is often filled with space. For wonder, maybe love isn't always about adding more. Maybe it's about removing everything that isn't real. The desert kept the stars, and we kept the quiet. Every constellation watched us without needing to explain it. If the dawn sweeps over every doom night, we still remember where two hearts found an endless sky. Morning across the desert, the stars stay inside us.
Sampura milk lagi.
Quiet waters, holding every drifting tide. Sailboats sway like sleepy heartbeats, rocked by evening's gentle sigh. The girls drew circles through the twilight, their wings dissolving into blue. Even the restless ocean paused the moment it reached you. Come a little closer. Not every journey ends with a rival. Some end with peace. You are the harbor that taught the sea to rest. The calm beneath the restless blue. Every wave that wandered endlessly found its way because of you. If tomorrow calls me farther, past the edge of every try, I'll always find my anchor in your heart. The lighthouse watch without a whisper, casting ribbons through the blade. The evening folded in the starlight as daylight slipped away. It traced the grain upon a pier, your reflection broke into the water, gathered every piece and carried them to you. No storm to outrun, no shore to chase, just one quiet heart finding its place. The sea doesn't stop being the sea when it reaches the harbor. It simply remembers what stillness feels like. Maybe love isn't changing who we are. Maybe it's giving our restless souls a place to finally exhale. You are the harbor
Jadi 4 anjing.
Every voyage finds its meaning in the place. Was brave enough to stay. If every compass loses north, my heart already knows the only direction you will ever need. The tide returned to the ocean. This peace stay behind. Far beyond the waking mainland, where the sea turned deep and clear, there lived a little island that never hurried years. Palm leaves rode upon the wind. The shoreline curved in white. Morning stepped ashore barefoot, carrying baskets full of light. Stay a while, even the waves forget to rush. Out here, meet me on the island that waited for tide, where the ocean remembered our names, where every sunrise builds a bridge out of gold across the waves. If tomorrow sails beyond us, let it drift where it may. Love has already anchored us in this quiet bay. Sail right gently in the harbor. Coconut shadows cross the sand. Tiny shells held little oceans inside the palms of our hands. You laugh beneath the leaning palms. The sea answered with foam. I finally understood some places don't become home. They remind you already found it. No crowded shore, no restless breeze, only soul, sky, and peace. An island never asked the sea to stay. It trusts that every tide will return in its own time. Maybe that's what lasting love has always known. So welcome far beyond the restless harbor, where the sea kissed weathered stone. A lighthouse kept its lonely vigil, never leaving sailors alone. His lantern carved the dark in circles, turning fear into a shore. Every wave that found its light forgot what it was running from. Look out there, even the darkest water remembers where hope lives. The lighthouse never slept. It simply believed in morning. Through every storm, through every tide, it kept the night from winning. If my heart could become anything, I wanted to shine like that. A quiet light for one soul, even when the world is black. The ghosts had long since found their nest. The moon climbed over open seas. The wind carried forgotten songs that only the waves could keep. You stood beside the weathered rail, watching constellations turn. I realized love isn't fire, it's the light that keeps burning. No applause, no reward, just faithfulness until dawn. Light never chases the ships, it trusts that the light is enough. Maybe love was never meant to convince, maybe it was meant to remain steady enough that someone lost at sea could find their way home. The lighthouse never slept, neither did his promise. Every sunrise proved that hope has survived another night. If tomorrow brings another storm, I'll still be standing, shining, waiting, because love knows the way. Morning reached the shore. The lighthouse never stopped believing. Night arrived in perfect silence. The velvet canvas stretched so wide, then ribbons of emerald and violet began to dance across the sky. The lake received each moving color, holding heaven in its face. Even the mountains bowed their heads, as if they understood their place. Don't blink, some miracle dressed in midnight, the shadows stitched into the shore. Called once across the water, then the silence answered more. You looked up with eyes wide open, the colors resting in your gaze. I couldn't tell if the sky was reflecting you, or you were reflecting a sky. No rushing clouds, no spoken words, just wonder breathing. The northern lights never stay in one place. That's what makes them precious. Maybe love isn't rare because it lasts forever. Maybe it's rare because for one moment it shows us a version of ourselves. We'll spend the rest of our lives trying to return to. The northern lights from the lake, and I found forever in your eyes. Every color became a memory, every silence became alive. If the stars forget to shine, I'll remember the night heaven painted itself across your soul. The colors faded, the wonder never did. The world was dressed in quiet white, every rooftop hushed below. The trees held up their crystal branches, catching pieces of the snow. Our footprints crossed an empty field, the only story in the wild. Behind us when it slowly erased them, as if to keep them safe. Nothing lasts, not even footprints. But some journeys never disappear. The snow never knew our names, yet it welcomed every step. Every flake became a promise, every silence something kept. If tomorrow covers yesterday, let it fall. Love is never needed to leave a mark, to be real. The cabin breathed a ribbon of smoke, climbing through the frozen air. The river slept beneath the ice, dreaming of another spring. You reached inside your pocket, your hand quietly finding mine. The cold forgot its purpose for a little while. No racing wind, no hurried sky, just two warm hearts inside the winter. Snow never asked the trees to bloom and trust the spring. All still uncover the warmth you left inside me. The snow melted, the morning stayed forever. The waterfall fell without fear, never asking where it would land. It trusted every waiting river, every stone, every grain of sand. It's lifted in the morning light, turning sunlight into lace. Even the cliffs were quiet smiles, wrapped in silver grace. Come closer, some wonders can only be heard with your heart. Meet me where the waterfall keeps no secrets, where every drop remembers the sky, where the river learns that letting go is another way to fly. If tomorrow asks where hope begins, I'll point to this cascade, because the bravest things in life are never afraid to fall. Ferns gathered at the water's edge, drinking diamonds from the air. A rainbow rested in the mist, as if it lived forever there. You stood beneath the drifting spray, the sunlight caught your face. For one impossible moment, the whole valley glowed with your name. No borrowed light, no borrowed song, only the earth singing along. A waterfall never fears the edge, because it knows a river is waiting below. Maybe love feels exactly like that, trust in the unknown, because your heart already knows who's there to catch it. Meet me where the waterfall keeps no secrets, where every echo becomes a prayer, where every rushing current teaches that beauty lives in surrender. If the years carry us downstream, may we still remember the place where courage first sounded like water. The waterfall never held back, that's why the valley bloomed. Old oak spread his patient arms, casting circles on the ground. Afternoon slipped through every branch without making a sound. A narrow path of scattered leaves curved where no one seemed to know. Some places aren't discovered, they quietly call you home. Sit with me. The trees have been saving this silence for us. Meet me where the shadows rest, where the sunlight lingers polished stones, a melody older than time. The ferns lean close beside the water, listening to his rhyme. You smile beneath the canopy, light dancing in your eyes. Even the shade became brighter the moment you arrived. No, no perfect weather, no perfect plan, just the earth and where we stand. Shadows aren't always something to escape. Sometimes they're simply where the light comes to rest for a little while. Maybe love feels the same. I'm chasing brightness, we're creating a place where both light and darkness can be light. Where the shadows rest, where I wanna take you somewhere so you know I care. But it's so cold and I don't know where. I brought you daffodils in a pretty string, but they won't flow like they did last spring. And I wanna kiss you, make you feel alright. I'm just so tired to share my nights. I wanna cry and I wanna love, but all my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. And if somebody hurts you, I wanna fight, but my hand's been broken one too many times. So I use my voice, I'll be so fucking rude. Words, they always win, but I know I will lose. And I'd sing a song that be just stars, but I sang them all to another heart. And I wanna cry, I wanna learn to love, but all my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. On another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. All my tears have been used up. All my tears have been have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been have been used up. I wanna take you somewhere so you know I care, but it's so cold and I don't know where. I brought you daffodils in a pretty string, but they won't flow like they did last spring. And I wanna kiss you, make you feel alright. I'm just so tired to share my nights. I wanna cry and I wanna love, but all my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. And if somebody hurts you, I wanna fight, but my hand's been broken one too many times. So I use my voice, I'll be so fucking rude. Words, they always win, but I know how to lose. And I sing a song that be just stars, but I sang them all to another heart. And I wanna cry, I wanna learn to love, but all my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. On another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. All my tears have been used up. All my tears have been used up. I need a love now. My heart is thinking of. I wanna sing a song that be just stars, but I sang them all to another heart. And I wanna cry, I wanna fall in love, but all my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. All my tears have been used up.
Midnight calls, your shadow falls. One look, that's all it takes. till your laughter calls me out. Every chapter yet to write starts with you tonight.
Time can never steal this flame. Every heartbeat knows your name. Through the silence, through the years, you'll still calm my fear.
If tomorrow changes everything,
We'll still hear our hearts sing.
the river never raises voice, simply found another way. Around the cliffs beneath the roots, greeted every day. Morning painted liquid silver across the smooth and ancient bend. Even the rocks seem softer where the current called them friend. Watch the water, strength is sometimes the quietest thing in the world. The water shape of stone, without becoming less of itself. Every curve became a lesson. Every mile another grace. If tomorrow stands before me like a mountain I can't move, I remember what the river knew. Gentleness can carve the truth. Moss wrapped and rolled around the banks. The ferns lean close to hear. A kingfisher flashed across the stream, bright as a waking year. You knelt beside the flowing edge, letting the current touch your hand. I watched the river carry sunlight like it had nowhere else to be. No louder force, no hurry change, only patience finding its way. Stone seems stronger than water until enough mornings have passed. The river never argues with the rock, it simply returns again and again and again. Maybe love changes us the same way, not with power, but with faithfulness. The water learned the shape of stone, and my heart learned yours the same. Not by rushing every answer, but by staying through the seasons. If the years smooth every rough edge, may they leave us like the river, clear, kind, and always moving toward the light. The river kept flowing, still remembered his song. Like diamonds sunk into the sea. The waves arrived in whispered verses, soft as they were meant to
Don't speak, the ocean is about to remember the sun. The shoreline borrowed the dawn, and every grain of sand began to glow. Every wave carried a promise, only the morning seemed to know. If tomorrow loses its courage, we'll find it with the tide. Hope is always reached for sure, one sunrise at a time. A sandpiper danced beside the water, leaving tiny bones behind. The sea breeze combed through the dunes, gentle as an unseen hand. You stood where day first touched the earth, wrapped in amber from above. I watched the sunrise, pause as though you recognize your heart. No hurry, lie, no restless sea, only heaven meeting earth quietly. The shoreline never keeps the waves, it welcomes every arrival and blesses every goodbye. Maybe love was never meant to possess, maybe it was meant to become a place where every return feels like home. The shoreline borrowed the dawn, and my soul borrowed your light. Every morning since that moment, it's carried your sunrise inside. If the years become another ocean, I'll still follow the quiet coast where hope first washed over me. The sun climbed above the sea. The shoreline kept its glow. Before the birds could greet the dawn, before the mist released the shore, the lake lay still beneath the stars, dreaming of the morning more. The mountains wrapped it in their shadows, patient through the fading night. Then one soft ribbon crossed the water, the first touch of golden light. Don't speak yet, the morning is writing its first sentence. The sunrise found the silent lake, and silence blossomed into song. Every ripple caught a promise, every beam knew where it belonged.
blue side. Roots wrapped deep in quiet ground. Its branches reach through open air, without ever making a sound. Morning settled on its leaves, turning every drop to gold. Even the wind slowed down to listen to a story centuries old. Look above, some dreams grow upward, one season at a time. The tree learned the sky, one sunrise after another. Every branch became a question, every leaf became an answer. If tomorrow stretches higher, I'll keep reaching too, because the tallest hopes are grown, not given. Birds built homes among its arms, trusting what they couldn't own. The seasons dressed and undressed it, yet it never stood alone. You rested in its patient shadow, tracing circles in the grass. The afternoon forgot to hurry, content to simply last. No borrowed strength, no louder voice, only quiet roots making impossible things. A tree never argues with the seasons, it lets go when it must. It blooms when it's time. Maybe love isn't holding every leaf forever. Maybe it's trusting that what is real will always return. When spring, the tree learned the sky, and my heart learned hope. Every ring beneath the bark held another reason to grow. If the years become our forest, may we still stand tall, reach high, and leave a little shade for someone else. The wind carried away the leaves, the roots kept believing. The valley woke before the sunrise, wrapped in ribbons made of mist. Every hill held quiet echoes, waiting for the dawn's first kiss. The river gathered sleeping colors, cradling stars before they fell. Even the silence seemed to know morning would arrive so well. Stay with me, the day is about to remember its own beauty. The valley learned the language of light, one sunrise at a time. Every shadow found forgiveness, every morning learned to shine. If tomorrow forgets its colors,
to the breeze. Golden light spilled through the branches, dancing on the emerald leaves. You smiled into the waking world. The mountains answer back, even the wind seemed full of joy. Following your laugh, no hurry, dawn, no fearful night. Only the earth learning to glow. Light never argues with darkness. It's simply her eyes, one quiet ray is enough to change an entire valley. Maybe love works the same, not by shouting or fear, but by gently giving it less room to stay. The valley learned the language of light, and my heart learned yours. Every sunrise became a letter, every smile a different word. If the years become 1,000 seasons, may we still speak the gentle language that only love can understand. Morning filled the valley. Our hearts already know the word. Shoreline welcomed evening slowly. As daylight folded into blue, the tide exhaled against the sand, like it already knew. The first star trembled on the water, a silver promise softly cast. Even the wind slowed down enough to let the daylight pass. Wait with me. The night has its own kind. A sunrise, the sea, remember the moon. Long before she touched the sky, every wave was already reaching, lifted by an unseen tide. If tomorrow forgets my footsteps, the shoreline still will know. Love always remembers the places it calls home. The dunes leaned in the quiet shadows. The sea swayed beneath the stars. A lantern glowed beside the pier, like a tiny beating heart. wrapped in veils of crystal mist. Every drop caught pieces of sunlight, like heaven's fingertips. The cliffs stood dressed in my moss, valley open wide. Even the stones beneath the current smile beneath the tide. Listen closely, every river remembers the sky. The waterfall returned to the clouds, one breath at a time. Every drop became a promise, every rainbow drew a line. If tomorrow lasts for wonderland, tell it to follow it. The greatest journey's always in where they first begin. Fern leaves reached into the spray, their edges dressed in pearl. A swallow skimmed the cooling mist, circling the waking world. You stood beside the rushing water, light scattered through your eyes. The whole canyon seemed to shimmer, as though joy had learned to rise. No restless fear, no hurried hands, only living water finding its song. A waterfall, never truly ends. It becomes mist, cloud, rain, river again. Maybe love was never meant to be a single moment. Maybe it's a beautiful circle that keeps finding its way back. The waterfall returned to the clouds, and my heart returned to hope. Every ending carried a beginning, every farewell opened a door. If the years carry us like rivers, may they also lift us like rain back to the place where love first fell. The mist rose into the morning sky, welcomed it home. Beyond the edge of sleeping hills, where the midnight sky hung low, there was a valley made of silence. Only wandering hearts could know. The grass was brushed with silver moonlight, every stone walked quiet grace. Even the wind forgot its footsteps, afraid to leave that place. Don't whisper, the universe is already listening. Meet me where the stars came to rest, where the heavens touch the ground, where every constellation traded turning right into a dream. The pines still like ancient guardians, watching over everything. You looked into the endless sky, the stars look back at you for one impossible heartbeat. The universe stood still, no spoken wish, no falling star, just quiet hearts already in the stars travel across forever. Yet every night they remind us that even the farthest light can still find us. Maybe love isn't about escaping the dark. Maybe it's about becoming the place where light finally meet me where the stars can rest, where the night forgot its fear, where every sunrise borrowed courage from the dreams we left here. If tomorrow calls us onward, we'll carry a little heaven inside our hearts, enough to light any road. The dawn gathered at every star, their light stayed with us. Beyond the cliffs of weathered granite, where the wild grass kissed the sky, the wind arrived with empty hands and forgot it had to fly. The heather swayed in quiet circles, purple spilling down the hills. Even the clouds slowed to watch the valley standing still. Stay here some places, teach even the wind how to rest. Meet me where the wind left its wings, where the silence learned to soar. Every breath became a blessing, and every heartbeat asked for more. Leave the noise beyond the ridgeline, bring only who you are. If freedom has a hiding place, it's never very far. A brook stitched silver through the meadow, polishing each weight in stone. An old birch reached toward the heavens, yet never stood alone. You stood where sunlight kissed the hillside, golden woven through your hair. The whole afternoon seemed grateful, simply because you were there. No louder world, no faster days, only gentle moments learning to stay. The wind never owns
river never raises voice, simply found another way. Around the cliffs beneath the roots, it greeted every day. Morning painted liquid silver across the smooth and ancient bend. Even the rocks seemed softer where the current called them friend. Watch the water, strength is sometimes the quietest thing in the world. The water learned the shape of stone without becoming less of itself. Every curve became a lesson. Every mile another grace. If tomorrow stands before me like a mountain I can't move, I remember what the river knew. Gentleness can carve the truth. Moss wrapped and rolled around the banks. The ferns leaned close to hear. A kingfisher flashed across the stream, bright as a waking year. You knelt beside the flowing edge, letting the current touch your hand. I watched the river carry sunlight like it had nowhere else to be. No louder force, no hurry change, only patience finding its way. Stone seems stronger than water until enough mornings have passed. The river never argues with the rock, it simply returns again and again and again. Maybe love changes us the same way, not with power, but with faithfulness. The water learned the shape of stone, and my heart learned yours the same. Not by rushing every answer, but by staying through the seasons. If the years smooth every rough edge, may they leave us like the river, clear, kind, and always moving toward the light. The river kept flowing, the stone remembered its song. The shoreline wore the final stars, like diamonds sewn into the sea. The waves arrived in whispered verses, soft as they were meant to be. Beyond the edge of sleeping water, morning gathered threads of gold. The horizon held its quiet breath, waiting for the light to unfold.
every grain of sand began to glow. Every wave carried a promise. Only the morning seemed to know. If tomorrow loses its courage, we'll find it with the tide. Hope is always reached the shore, one sunrise at a time. A sandpiper danced beside the water, leaving tiny bones behind. The sea breeze combed through the dunes, gentle as an unseen hand. You stood where day first touched the earth, wrapped in amber from above. I watched the sunrise, pause as though you recognize your heart. No hurry lie, no restless sea, only heaven meeting earth quietly. The shoreline never keeps the waves, it welcomes every arrival and blesses every goodbye. Maybe love was never meant to possess. Maybe it was meant to become a place where every return feels like the shoreline borrowed the dawn, and my soul borrowed your light. Every morning since that moment, it's carried your sunrise inside. If the years become another ocean, I'll still follow the quiet coast where hope first washed over me. The sun climbed above the sea. The shoreline kept its glow. Before the birds could greet the dawn, before the mist released the shore, the lake lay still beneath the stars, dreaming of the morning more. The mountains wrapped it in their shadows, patient through the fading night. Then one soft ribbon crossed the water, the first touch of golden light. Don't speak yet, the morning is writing its first sentence. The sunrise found the silent lake, and silence blossomed into song. Every ripple caught a promise, every beam knew where it belonged. If tomorrow waits before us, let it wait a little while. Some beginnings are too sacred to be hurried into life. The swan drifted through the stillness, leaving circles made of gold. Pine trees guarded every shoreline, keeping stories never told. You stood where dawn became a mirror, like resting softly on your face. I couldn't tell if the lake was holding the sunrise or holding you. No, 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 no. No louder sky, no brighter flame, just quiet beauty learning your name. A roots wrapped deep in quiet ground. His branches reach through